Today we will learn about SORTER transformation. Okay, so let me start with the SORTER. Okay, so before that, we need to make the services up. Okay, if the services are down, just we need to make the services up. Okay, okay, I just started the services. Okay, so SORTER transformation. SORTER means సో మనం డిస్కస్ చేసుకున్నాం కదా ఒరాకిల్ బేసిక్స్ లో కూడా సార్టింగ్, డేటా సార్టింగ్, హౌ టు డూ సార్టింగ్ లైక్ ఇన్ అసెండింగ్ ఆర్ డిసెండింగ్ ఆర్డర్, రైట్? సెలెక్ట్ స్టార్ ఫ్రమ్ a table if you want to give where condition, and then finally we can give order by one particular column. Let's say employee ID. ASC means ascending, DESE means descending order. So ascending or descending we already seen in SQL basics, right? Here similarly we have one sorting option in Informatica PowerCenter. So the transformation is called SORTER transformation. So if you see here, the symbol looks like this. So it's a two-side arrow, AZ. So this means the SORTER transformation in the PowerCenter designer. Okay. So yeah, an overview on SORTER transformation is it's an active transformation. So it basically filters out the records when we select distinct option. Okay, మనకు sorter లో distinct అనే ఆప్షన్ ఉంటుంది. Just like source qualifier, we have a distinct option in sorter. So distinct option అన్నప్పుడు it will filter out the data, right? It will remove the duplicates. Okay, so when we apply the distinct means it's overall columns. Okay, it's not on a particular column. Distinct means on the overall columns. Okay, so that's why, since it is filtering out the data, I mean, if I pass 10 records, only 5 are unique, then it will pass only those 5 to the target. So there is a question like, okay, what if I don't select a distinct, it will pass on all the 10 records, then it is a passive, right? Yeah, ideally yes, but since it is having that option, so by default we call it as active transformation. So if somebody asks you in the interview what kind of transformation is SORTER, so you can say it's an active and connected transformation. Okay, so idi connected kuda, so we connect this transformation to other transformations in the mapping. Okay, so it is used to sort the data in ascending or in the descending order based on single key or multiple keys, similar to SQL command order by statement. Okay, so we'll see how it works. Okay, sorting we can do based on a key. Either it can be a single key or multiple keys. But if you select distinct option, it will make all the columns as the keys. Okay, let's see that. So this is how the it looks like. Okay, so we have source qualifier. Then we simply taken the SORTER transformation, then the target. Okay, so SORTER here, what it is doing, it is doing some I mean sorting based on department ID. So this is how the flow looks. Okay, simple, very straightforward mapping. SORTER transformation is used to eliminating the duplicates with the distinct option. Hence the SORTER transformation is called as active transformation. Okay, so SORTER transformation is called active because it will eliminate the duplicates. It will filter out the duplicate records. Okay, so I mean, mainly we focus on the ports and properties. Transformation tab, I mean, metadata extensions anyway, we no need to bother. So transformation, ports and properties. So transformation, we don't have much thing to do. It is similar to other things. That's why we have mentioned here. So ports and properties we will see, okay, in this. So ports. Ports means like input port, output port, key, and direction. So direction is whether it is in ascending order, descending order. And you know, right, what is ascending, what is descending? Ascending means, just remember like this. Ascending means A to Z, means small to big, smaller to big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. That is ascending. Descending means in the reverse order. Z to A means bigger value to smaller value. 10, 9, 8. So like this order is called descending order. Okay. So there are only two orders: ascending, descending. Smaller to big is ascending, bigger to small is descending. Okay. So here, input output, you already know. Input port, output port, key port. So key, if you make any column as a key, then you have to select the order. I mean, in which order you want to um, uh, order by. Okay. So it can be ascending order or it can be descending order. For example, subject 1 marks, you select it as ascending order. Yes, we can do that. And subject 2, we can make it as descending order. There is no hard and fast rule that everything should be either in ascending or descending. No. So in the ports tab, we have input, output, key, and the direction column. So in this input output, so either it is a input column, output column, we can say. And key is, so on which columns you want to sort, on which columns you want to sort the data. So either it can be ascending or descending order. So direction will decide that. So direction column has this ascending or descending order. But if we select the option in the properties, we have an option called distinct. So if we select distinct, it will make all the columns as keys, and we have to select the direction, either ascending or descending. Okay. Okay, fine. Now let's move on. This is all about the ports tab. Next, we will see the properties tab. Okay. So properties. In the properties, we have different things to check, like sorter cache size, case sensitive, whether it is case sensitive or not. I mean, case sensitive means it's like small a, small case, upper case. So even we can sort based on that. Okay, we will see all these things. Work directory. So I mean, temporary space for this calculation. So to make it in a sorted order, it has to make one temporary location, right? So that directory we can give distinct. So if you select this distinct option, it will eliminate the duplicates based on all the columns. And tracing level. So tracing level is, as I mentioned, there are 4 types of tracing levels. Okay. So terse, normal, verbose initialization, and verbose data. That we will talk more, okay, in one class. Next, null treated low. Okay, if we treat the null values as low, they will come in the first order. If we don't enable this option, nulls will be treated as high. Okay, null means no data. No, if there is no data, in which order they will be considered. So that we can decide here. Let's say, for example, employee name is like, we have entered for first record. Second record, I entered it as Shivaji. Third record as Madhava. So in this case, if I do a sort, so how it is going to take the empty record, empty value. So that we are going to decide with this null treated low. Okay, next, transformation scope. It's either it is all input transaction wise. So we will see on this. Okay, so that's all about transformation. Very, very simple transformation and very easy to learn. And we will see this with an example. Okay, so we can take one source, we can take one, I mean, target with sorted data, how it works. Okay, first we will take one source, we will have some records and see how ascending works, how descending works. And we will see there are different scenarios, like what if you apply a distinct, what if we apply null treated as low, high. So all these things we will see. Okay, and case sensitive thing. So we will see all these things. Okay, let's move on to the practical thing. So this is very simple transformation. You can easily learn this. Okay, so let me show up that. Before that, let me check the services once. So Informatica service is running fine. So I'll go to designer and so I'm just clicking on batch one folder. So now I need data, right, for this. Okay, so this is a source. This is my source table. I have student marks and I can enter some data here. Then I have target. Okay. So we have different scenarios. We'll see one by one. So what I can take everything here. Sorry for that. So I'm taking the source. Okay. So we have source here. So we have, we have created one source user. So one second. So we have source. So I am creating one student marks table. Okay. So I am creating one student marks table. So I am executing this one. So if you have already created this table, it won't allow. So you need to check whether that is the old table, whether that is the same format. Then you can reuse the table. Okay. But if you no such table, you can create. So the table is created, no data is available. So let me insert only few records. Okay. Let me insert only few records. Let me consider. Okay, let me insert like 5 records and we will see later. Okay. I'm inserting only. Okay, otherwise we can insert entire data because there are different scenarios to cover. So for that purpose, we have kept everything here. Okay, let me insert all the data and commit. Okay, so everything I am doing here. So data is available now. Let's see. So we have entire data here. So total how many? Total we have uh, 8 8 records, right? So total we have 8 records in the source. This is the source schema. Now let's take the target. So we will create one target table. We'll create one target table here. So we will create this table in the target. So target table is created and we will see, yes, there is no data in it. Now we are going to create one mapping. So before that, we have to import the source, import from database, source, and password is ADMIN. So we are going to import the source as student marks. Yes. So student marks is imported. Similarly, target import from database. So we import the target. Since we already learned all these things, that's why I'm not explaining in detail. Just you need to import source and target. Okay, so this will be like this, and we will create a new mapping. M underscore sorter. Okay, since we are working on sorter, so we are creating one mapping on sorter transformation. Okay, so since it's a database table, I am selecting the student marks here. And next target, I am taking student marks sort. Okay, so this is done. Okay, so I have student marks. I have the target in which order I want to sort. So here there are different ways. As I mentioned, we can create this in different ways. Either we can go to mappings, map transformation. We can create and we can select the sorter. Okay, A to Z. So where is that A to Z? So either we can select here. There is one A to Z sorter. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me show you again. Okay, now we need to create the sorter transformation, right? So either we can go to transformation, create and select the transformation. Okay, which transformation? Sorter transformation. You can select this way and give the name and you can create. So that is one way. Or I can show you the shortest way. Shortest way would be selecting A to AZ. So AZ is a sorter transform. Just select that and drag and drop like this. Okay. And you can give the name to you can rename in the transformation section. So SRT. So sorter transformation. You can give, since we are working on this sorter only, let it be, or you can give student. Okay. Student, sorter student to sort the student data based on subject 1 and subject 2. So like this we can take. Okay, no key is selected for sorter transformation. This transformation is not valid. That is fine because we haven't dragged and dropped any columns into this. So let it be S. You can select S and OK. Just we gave the sorter transformation name and we gave some description. Now, since we have this is the source, okay, we can select everything here. And also we can map this to the target. Okay. Now we will go to the sorter transformation support section. Here, subject 1 and subject 2. So I can make both of them as sorted. Okay. So apply and OK. So this is very much straightforward mapping. I'm just sorting based on subject 1 and subject 2, and I am passing it to the target. Nothing else. Okay. So let's generate one mapping, workflow for this. Or you already know how to generate a workflow. So I will show you how to create a workflow, create a session by referencing to the existing mapping. Okay. So let me create one workflow. Create WF_M_sorter, just like our previous workflow name. So workflow M sorter I am giving. Now I need to create one session which should associate with the mapping, right? So go to tasks, create and session. So task is what? Session we are creating. S_M_sorter. So we can give any name, but we need to maintain the standards, right? So we are following that. So sorter, we have to select which mapping. Okay, it will automatically come up. When you click on create, it will ask to which mapping you want to associate this. Okay, so I have sorter, so I am selecting sorter. So remember, before creating a workflow and session, first you need to create the mapping. Okay, that is the base. After that only you can create the session or workflow. Okay, so this is done. I have kept here, and with the help of link task, I am linking the start and the session. So you can right click and you can also arrange here. Either you can arrange in horizontal way or vertical way, in whichever manner. So preferred is horizontal. So we sorted, and either you can go and save like this, go to repository and save, or you can simply press this Control S. Okay, just Control S. It will be saved here. Here you see in the save tab, it is already saved and it is valid. Okay, you also need to check whether the workflow is valid or not. Okay, so if it is having any issues, it will show up it is invalid and there are some issues. Okay, okay, fine. So SM sorter. Now, okay, we will, since we simply created, we need to select the source and target, right? So source is source connection. This is correct. Target is also pointing to source. Let's select target. Okay, so target is selected. Now we can change that target load type to normal because we don't want to load everything in a bulk mode. Okay, in general also we will go for this. In some cases we will go for bulk load also. Bulk means, okay, I'll tell you simple, very simple in the real time scenario. Let's say we are entering a movie theater. Okay, so they are not checking your ticket and they are simply pushing everyone in a bulk. Okay, they opened the gate and they asked everyone to simply enter without checking the tickets. So that is like bulk in a group. We are just pushing the data. Whereas normal means they just check one by one, okay, whether you have a ticket, movie ticket or not. So they will check one by one and they will send. If there is any issue, they'll, I mean, that way. Okay, it's like one by one. And in this normal mode, we have an option to roll back. Okay, we can have an option to roll back. So all these things are available. One by one option. Simple. Just remember, normal means one by one option. Bulk means it's in a group manner. Okay. So we have insert, update as update. We will discuss more about this in the coming classes. So you can just remember target load type as normal. Okay. Next, we can select this truncate target table option because we are going to load this target table multiple times. Okay, if we keep on inserting, first we will insert 5 records or whatever the records, number of records we have, 8 records. First we will insert all these 8 records and we will run this second time. Again, those same 8 records will go and get inserted. So it becomes 16 records and we don't know we want to go through these scenarios, right? There are different scenarios, right? So we want to check all these scenarios with the sorter. So to see the difference, better we will truncate the table before loading it. Before loading the target, we will truncate it, means we will make the table empty and we will load it freshly. So for that, instead of doing it manually, I think if you remember yesterday, we did it manually, truncate the table. Before loading, we are truncating and then we are loading. So instead of that, we already have an option in the session. Truncate target table option means before loading the table, it will truncate. So I am selecting this truncate target option. If it is enabled, if it is checked, that means it will first truncate the table, then it will load the data. Okay. So I selected that option. So that's it. What all we did, we just go into the mapping. Source, we have since it's already selected as source by default. The first connection it will select. Okay, what is the first connection? Source is the first connection. So by default, it will select the first connection for everything. Since here it was source, I changed it to target because this is our target connection. And in the transformation section, so we are not going to do any changes here. Whatever the changes we want to do, we will do it at the mapping level itself. Okay. Now, I'm just executing this workflow, start workflow. Okay. So, and I'm just double clicking on this. It will come, the properties. If it is not coming, just click on the session or workflow. and you can select this hand symbol. So there is one symbol, right? Hand symbol. So you can click on that properties. So it will appear here. So how many are there? Source wise, source success rows are 8 and target success rows are 8. There are no source failed rows or target failed rows or transformation errors. All are 0. And the status is succeeded. Okay. Now we will see in the target what is the data. So in the target, just see. So we have 8 records. And in which order? Okay. So since we are sorting based on subject 1 and subject 2, so it is giving in the ascending order, right? So what is the sort order we have given? Ascending order. So how the data is now? So source data is like this: 78, 79, then 76. Okay. First subject 1 is sorted, 99. So this is our source data. Okay. Actual data, 99, 90, 98, 98, 89. And we have null to show that treat null as high or low. Okay. Now, if we sort it, how it looks like? Okay. We sorted it is in ascending order, right? So we will see how it is. In the ascending order, 89, 90, 98, 98, 99, 99, 99. And we are also sorting subject to marks 77, 79, 76, 77, 78, 89, 89, and 77. So if you observe here, we are sorting it based on 2 columns. First column is subject 1. First, this will be sorted. Okay, please listen carefully. Since subject 1 is the first, okay, in the order, subject 1 is the first one. First, this will be sorted. Okay, first this will be sorted. After that, subject 2 will be sorted if there are any repeating values in subject 1. Okay, that means subject 1 will be sorted first. Okay, since there are 2 values here, repeating values, right? So for that, it will check. This will make this become, say, one group. Okay, in this group, subject 2 will be sorted internally. 76, 77. Similarly, this is all 99s. So within that, it will make it as 78, 89. So overall, if you see, okay, overall, if you see, you cannot expect sorting based on subject 2 marks alone, right? Because 77, 79, 76. See here, 76 is lesser value than 79. But this came in this order because we are first sorting subject 1, then subject 2. So subject 1 wise 89 is 1. So there is no sorting here. Subject 1 wise only 90 is there. No sorting. Subject 1 wise there are 2 records. So this will be sorted internally and here also internally. And null, what is the, how we kept the property? Null treated low. No, that we haven't checked, right? Null treated low, we haven't checked. That's why, that means null is treated as high value. Null treated as high value. That's why null is coming at the end. Okay. So after all the data, null is coming at the end. Are you clear on this one? So this is, I mean, this is a very simple transformation, but a bit tricky transformation. So that's why we need to know more. Okay, Madhava, Brahma, Shivaji, Khadar. Who else is there in the call?
Yes, but I have one question, one small question here.
Yes, please.
Then everything is sorting on a first port.
Mm.
Why do we require to select the second port? I don't get
Yeah, correct.
that one.
So, okay. Our first priority is subject 1.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say we want to take a decision. So our primary decision, I mean, first decision is based on subject 1 only. But if there is a tie, I mean, even in
Yeah.
the cricket matches, we will see, right? If there is a tie, what is the next option? What is the next option? Like that. Okay. So since there is a tie, I cannot decide who is first, who is second, right? Let's say, for example, we want to take a decision based on subject 1 marks. But since we see there is a tie between Rupesh and Lalita, then we will go for subject 2 marks, who is having high value. So to decide who is the, I mean, who can get the better rank, then I mean, I cannot compare with 98 marks and 99 marks, right? Since there is a tie between these two people, I can go for subject 2 marks. That's why subject 1 will be taking the priority in the sorting order. If there is a tie, then it will go for the second subject. Okay, so in second subject, since Lalita got the highest marks, so we will declare Lalita as the, I mean, the better option for ranking. So, Khadar, I mean, you got this or?
Yeah, got you, got you. Yeah.
Okay, good.
So first preference will be given to first port, and then if
Right.
any matching is there, then it will go to second port. Then based on that, it will sort.
Right. So again, I mean, if there is any subject 3 again, okay. I mean, if we still see there is a tie, then we will go to subject 3. I mean, I'm just giving an example. In general
Correct,
scenario,
correct.
like if there is any equal value, then we will go for other things for decisions. I think this
Yeah.
is what I feel. I mean, this is a best example of ranking. So hope you
Got
got
it,
the
got it.
point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, we will see one by one. Okay. So let's say I mean, we simply sorted on 2 columns. Okay. So 1 column or 2 columns you have seen, applied on 2 columns also we have seen how it works, and sort on a column which contains nulls. Okay. Let's see. We also sorted it based on nulls, and we also seen since we haven't selected this null treated low is not selected, because since we haven't selected, null is not treated low. It is treated as high value. Okay, null is treated as high value. That's why in the ascending order, smaller to big. So it is treated as a very big value. That's why it came at the end. Now we will see. Okay. So in the SQL developer, we have an option to pin our results. Okay, we have an option to pin. Okay, I am pinning the result. If you click on this, it is pinned. Next value, if I select second, okay, if I run this again, see, the results are coming in the next tab. So we can just compare previous and current results. Okay. Okay. Now, what I'm doing, let me apply this option, null treated as low. So I want to take null values. Null is, okay, null means let's consider he is absent in this subject. He didn't appear to this exam, and he doesn't have any marks. Absent. Null means absent. Okay. So means we are basically treating, okay, though he is absent, we are treating he is the highest ranker, because ascending order, right? Low to high. So in that scenario, he is getting the first rank, but that is not a valid case, right? So what we will do, treat the nulls as low. Okay, whoever is absent, we are not considering them and keep in the low order. Okay, apply. Okay. So whenever we do any change in the mapping, just go to the workflow manager and refresh. Just right click on this session, select the session, right click on the session. Okay, don't select and don't right click on the space. You won't see the properties related to session. You will see only the properties related to the workflow. But if I right click on the session, you will see the properties related to the task, any task. It can be session task or any other tasks. So here, now I am refreshing the mapping. So refresh. You will see one symbol like this, right? Symbol. That means you refreshed it and you have to validate it. Okay, validate. So it is valid. After this, you have to save it. Either you can go to repository and save, or you can simply press Control S, saved. Okay. So whenever you do some change in the mapping, come back to the workflow manager, refresh the associated session, refresh the mapping. Next, validate. Next, you have to save it, repository, save, or okay, since there are no changes, it is saying no changes detected in the, because we already saved just now, right? Again, we are trying to save. That's why it is popping up. No changes detected. Okay, fine. Next, I am running this. So simply make a habit of Control S, Control S. Okay. Whenever you do some change, do Control S, like this. Okay. Next, start workflow. I am starting the workflow. Since I have selected the truncate option, what it will do, it will truncate the entire data in the target and it will load it freshly. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, second time also. See, at 7:30, now 7:41, it is succeeded. Okay, it is succeeded. See, I will show you one option. Whenever you are selecting, it is only selecting the session, right? But we never know. I mean, we again need to check, okay, which one? This one, like that. Instead of that, there is one option. There is one option. Just go to tools, options. Yeah, I will tell you once again. If you want to highlight this entire row, entire thing, so that whenever you select, it will select entire thing, so that it will easy for you to check which one you have selected. So for that, go to tools, options, advanced. Go to tools, options, advanced. In the task view only, highlight the entire row when an item is selected. Okay, just select this, apply, okay. Now, if you select the session, it will select entire thing. And you also have options to change this color. If succeeded is green, failed anyway, it comes in red. If it is starting, it will show in some, again, green color. That's why if you want anything changes, you can change that also. Okay, customization you can do. Okay, I just shown you how to highlight the entire row, entire object. Okay, that way it will be easy for you to check. Okay. Now, this second run also succeeded with 8 records from source to target as 8 records. Now we will see what is the data. So I'll just run it. See here, earlier it was null was at the end. Since it was treated high in the ascending order, it came at the end. Since we are treating null as low, null is coming first, next the same order. Remaining order is as is. Remaining order is as is. There is no change in that. Only null is coming for the as a first value. So this way we can select, okay, Nihant with 99 and 89 marks is the highest. But here if you observe, there are 2 records of Nihant and with the same. So what is the next option? Since I am getting 2 values here, right? So what should be my next option? Either I need to eliminate the data. Eliminate means since this looks similar, right? This looks similar, same. Though it is n is capital, n is small, but everything is same. So we can apply a distinct. Okay, we can apply distinct. So before that, we will also see small n and capital N, right? We will see how this works. Now I want to see, since it's a case sensitive, small n is coming first and capital N is coming next. So if I remove this case sensitive, okay, let me first apply sorting based on student name. Okay, I'm making student name is also a key. And since it's already there, case sensitive is already there. See, case sensitive doesn't work for numbers. It only work for the text. Okay, the characters. We will see how it works. Okay, so what I did, the only change in the next scenario is we are checking the case sensitive property. Okay, case sensitive, since marks are numbers, I am going with student name also in the ascending order. Okay. Right. Now I'll simply do a change, refresh mapping, validate it, and save it, and run the job. So this one also succeeded. So, okay, I'm pinning this. Okay. Now I'm again checking the data. Now you see here. Now you see. So student name, first, see, we have to check this order. Order is also very important. Ports. First student name, based on student name, it will sort. Next subject 1 marks. Next third preference is subject 2 marks. First preference student name. Second preference is subject 1, and third preference is subject 2. No, sir, I don't want this way. I want student as the last preference. Then simply select the port, move it down. That's it. First preference is subject 1. Second preference is subject 2. Final preference is student name. Based on student name you want to do. Okay, we will see this option also. But as of now, if you consider, it sorted based on student name first, right? So student name, Kavya, Lalita, Nihant. So all the upper characters came first. All upper characters came first, and a small n came at the end. Okay, so this way it will sort the data by considering the case sensitivity. Okay, next subject 1 marks, next subject 2 marks. So since Nihant is repeated, case sensitive wise also, Nihant repeated 2 times. Null is treated as low, so low and high value, low to high. Okay, so this is how the sorting works. Now, since we changed the student name at the end, now let's see how it goes. Okay, I'm just refreshing, validate. Okay, let me pin this one. Okay, so this one also, we have seen 3 scenarios: straightforward and treating null as low. Now we included student name, and we have given first preference to student name. Now we are changing the scenario. First preference to subject 1, subject 2, then name, student name. Okay, so I made the changes. I saved it. Let me start the workflow. So this is succeeded again. Let's see the data. Now, if you see, its preference is based on subject 1, then subject 2, finally student name. So what is the difference with the first and the current scenario? So it is sorted, and since there is 89, Nihant, here 2 names, right? So first preference will be given to N, capital N. So let's see. Yeah. So where is the repetition? So there is no repetition. Yeah, only here is the repetition with subject 1, subject 2 wise. So within that, it will sort the data. Capital N will come first, small n will come next. Okay, that is the preference. Okay, hope you got this point. Let's see some other scenario. Okay, case sensitivity also we have seen, and which contains nulls also we can see. And now we will go with the distinct option. Okay, finally, since Nihant is repeating 2 times, we cannot award him 2 times, right? And Nihant, since he is having duplicate records, I cannot give him first prize 2 times. So this is a kind of a duplicated data. What I will do, I will eliminate the duplicates. So what is the option we have to eliminate the duplicates? Go to the properties. We have an option called distinct. So select this distinct. See, once again, before doing that, let me show you here. What is how many ports we have taken as a key and ascending, descending order. Only 3 ports, right? Subject 1, subject 2, and student name. But there is no student number is not a key, and we are not doing any direction here, right? But if we select distinct, everything become a key. Everything becomes key, and we have to select the direction. So by default, we can leave it as ascending. Okay, so we can apply and okay. I mean, we still have that option of ascending, descending. We can do that. Okay, if you want subject 1 marks in descending and subject 2 marks in ascending, so in whichever format if you want, you can do that. Not an issue. But if you once you select a distinct, everything becomes a key, and we have to select the direction also. Okay, now let's see how the data goes to the target. Okay, saved it. Now I am executing the job. Start workflow. Okay, so let me pin this fourth scenario also. 1, 2, 3, 4 scenarios covered. And I have run the job also. It succeeded. Let's see. Okay, I'm just running this job. Now you see here. So, okay. Okay. Yeah, since case sensitivity is considered, it is not treating this as duplicate. This is also very important. So since we have considered case sensitivity here, okay, since case sensitive, that is why it is treating these records as two separate records, capital N Nihant, small n Nihant. Okay, so okay, this is also one scenario we covered. Now let's remove this case sensitivity and apply, and let's see. Okay, we don't worry about the case sensitivity now. Now let's see how it works. See here, source success rows are 8, but whereas target success rows are 7. Because we removed the case sensitivity, it is treating capital N Nihant and small n Nihant as the same. Okay, so let me pin this. Okay, let me run this again. So here, earlier Nihant with 2 records, 1007 as student number and 9989. Now we have only 1 record. So you can see the difference, right? So it can consider any Nihant. It can be small n or capital N. So based on the order, okay, whichever it will pick for the first, it will take that, and remaining it will discard. It will don't consider. It will not consider. Okay. So hope you got these scenarios. First scenario is straightforward sorting based on 2 columns, or you can do on 1 column also for just to check. So here we are treating null as high. I mean, we haven't enabled that option. So it is treating null as high, and it is sorted. Next one, we have treated null as low. We selected the option. So null is coming first and remaining everything in the same order. Next one, we included student name. Okay, so that's why it is coming with case sensitivity. Next one, yeah, we change the order. First subject 1, next subject 2, third preference is student name. That's why within these two, again, based on case sensitivity, it is treating like this. Next scenario, what is the next scenario? What is the difference? Okay, so okay, here we have did based on student name. Next is the subject 1, subject 2, and the names, right? So within Nihant, sorry, what is the third scenario? Okay, we are doing based on this case sensitivity, right? So case sensitivity wise, it is doing like this. Next one is finally we applied the distinct. So why I applied distinct at the end? Because I want to show you all these scenarios first, then finally the distinct. Okay, hope you understood all these scenarios, and you can go through and practice with this example, and you can also create your own example. Okay, not an issue, but you can practice with this script. You can create the student marks table, you can create the target table, and you can practice all these scenarios. And I will give this recording since okay, I'll give the recording. You can go through the recording once again and learn. Okay. So any questions till now? Madhava, Brahma, Shivaji Khada.
No, sir. No, sir.
I mean, clear గానే ఉందా అంతా? సింపుల్ గా ఉందా? ఓకే. సో జనరల్ గా ఆలోచించినా కూడా సార్టింగ్ అంటే ఏంటి? అసెండింగ్ కానీ డిసెండింగ్ కానీ. అసెండింగ్ అంటే స్మాల్ టు బిగ్, డిసెండింగ్ ఇస్ బిగ్ టు స్మాల్. దాంట్లో మళ్ళీ డిఫరెంట్ సినారియోస్ వచ్చాయి ఇక్కడ. ఏమేమి వచ్చాయి మనకి? కేస్ సెన్సిటివిటీ అని, తర్వాత నల్స్ అంటే ఎంటీ డేటా వచ్చినప్పుడు దాన్ని ఎలా ట్రీట్ చేయాలి సార్టింగ్ లో అని. ఓకే, సో ఇవన్నీ మనం చూసాం కదా. సో కేస్ సెన్సిటివిటీ కూడా అప్లై చేసుకోవచ్చు. జనరల్ గా ఇది అవసరం లేదు కేస్ సెన్సిటివిటీ, వీ కెన్ ఇగ్నోర్ ఇట్. బట్ స్పెసిఫిక్ గా మన ప్రాజెక్ట్ రిక్వైర్మెంట్ లో లేదు కేస్ సెన్సిటివిటీ కూడా అప్లై చేయాలి అన్నప్పుడు దెన్ యా విల్ కన్సిడర్ దట్. సో దిస్ ఇస్ వెరీ సింపుల్ అండ్ స్ట్రైట్ ఫార్వర్డ్ మ్యాపింగ్. So we will see some scenarios, okay, real time scenarios also later, but first try to understand what is a sorter transformation and how we use this. Okay, so if no further questions, I think then we can close this for today, and we are on time also. So this, since it's a very simple transformation, it won't take much time. Even you can practice it. Okay, what I suggest is ఏ రోజు చెప్పింది ఆ రోజే ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసుకోండి. సో మీకు కూడా ఈజీ అవుతుంది. లేదంటే పెండింగ్ వర్క్ లాగా ఉండిపోతుంది, మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి అన్ని ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసుకోవాలన్నా టైం ఉండదు. సో ప్రాక్టీస్, ఏ రోజు చెప్పింది ఆ రోజు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసుకోండి. అండ్ వీడియో కూడా ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తాం కాబట్టి ఒకవేళ మీరు ఈ టైంలో ఏదైనా అర్థం కాకుండా వీడియో మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి చూస్తే ఇంకొకసారి అర్థం అవుతుంది. అక్కడ బాగా నేర్చుకోండి. సో స్టెప్ బై స్టెప్ అనమాట. సో we are in the third transformation now. So likewise, we have some more transformations. Transformations అన్ని నేర్చుకోవాలి మీరు. ఓకే, అండ్ దెన్ కొన్ని సెషన్ లెవెల్ ప్రాపర్టీస్, సెషన్ ఐ మీన్ ఇక్కడ వర్క్ ఫ్లోలో అగైన్ దెర్ ఆర్ సమ్ టాస్క్స్, ఇవన్నీ నేర్చుకుంటారు. దెన్ యూ విల్ బికమ్ రెడీ. ఓకే, సో ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ అన్ని వస్తూనే యూ కెన్ స్టార్ట్ అటెంప్టింగ్ ద ఇంటర్వ్యూస్. సో ఏది డిలే చేయొద్దండి. సో ఈ రోజు డిలే చేస్తే రేపటికి మళ్ళీ డిలే అవుతుంది, అట్లా వర్క్ పెండింగ్ వర్క్ ఎక్కువ అయిపోతుంది. అండ్ వి నెవర్ నో, రైట్? సో ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ అనేది క్విక్ గా వచ్చేసినా కూడా మీరు అటెంప్ట్ చేసేలాగా ఉండాలి. సో 45 days తర్వాతే వస్తాయి ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ అని అట్లని కాదు. మేబీ మీరు ఇంకా కోర్స్ కంప్లీట్ అయ్యే లోపు ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ వస్తున్నాయి అనుకోండి, సో మేము రెఫర్ చేసాము, యూ హ్యావ్ టు బి రెడీ, రైట్? కాబట్టి ఏ రోజు ఆ రోజుకి కంప్లీట్ చేసుకోవడానికి చూస్తే మీకు అప్ టు డేట్ ఉంటారు. ఇమీడియట్ గా ఓకే, మేము ఇంకా కావాలంటే కొన్ని చెప్తాము. సో దాని బేసిస్ మీద అయినా ఇంటర్వ్యూ అటెంప్ట్ అయ్యే ఛాన్సెస్ ఉంటుంది. సో కాబట్టి ఏది డిలే చేయొద్దండి, ఏ రోజు ఆ రోజు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసుకోండి. ఓకేనా? ఓకే, ఐ మీన్ దట్స్ ఇట్ ఫ్రమ్ మై ఎండ్. ఇంకా మీకు ఏవి క్వశ్చన్స్ లేవంటే ఇంకా ఈ రోజుకి క్లాస్ క్లోజ్ చేద్దాం. అదర్వైజ్ ఇంకేమైనా క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉన్నాయంటే చెప్పండి, ఐ విల్ ఆన్సర్ యువర్ క్వశ్చన్స్.
No, sir.
No questions. Okay. Okay, perfect. Then we will meet you tomorrow. That's it. And we will meet all you tomorrow. Okay. Thank you very much. Bye. Have a nice day.